Add sources below. Like, do that one box, like add source. And then like audio maybe.
Right up there. Gavin, you're so
Video and audio.
Dudley Lambert. Dudley Lambert total or up top.
right, Dolphins have the ball behind the cage. Ball squirts out there.
Gotta clear your hands, Eli. You gotta clear your hands. Throw that back.
There we go. All right, a little late on the announcing, but apologize in advance. I don't have a roster for Benedictine, so I'll just be able to do numbers for you. But the ball's up top right with number 8. Moves the ball across the box to 37. It's nothing here right at the start of the first quarter. Back to 8. He looks like the initiator, right-handed player. Moves the ball. 25 pops up. Looks like a left-handed player. Moves the ball over to 37. Down the side of 13 and then back up top. 40 seconds left on the shot clock. 8 dodges. Good D. Good back check. It's nice defense. Good hammer pass across Dudley to Altmaier. And Max Lambert controls for the Dolphins up top. Lambert throws the ball to William DeKay. DeKay dodges and moves the ball. Rosenblum looks inside. Great dish by Rosenblum. It's a goal by first goal of the game by number 8 freshman A.J. Total on a nice assist by A.J. Rosenblum, and that play really gets going on Mason Dudley's defensive work. Nice back check and then moves the ball up the field. And then William DeKay does a nice job moving the ball to A.J. Looks like Edward Escalera on the faceoff with Nico Cruz on one wing and Neos Caraides on the other. And that face is dug out by number 11 of Benedictine. He's moving the ball. Nice back check by Edward Escalera. Battle for the ground ball. Looks like Adejobi comes up with it and gets the ball over to Neos Caraides. Neos moving the ball across midfield, and Cape will take possession. Neos spins out of the way, splits 2 defenders, and now moves the ball to Chris Jaycox. Jaycox over to A.J. Rosenblum, who handles on the right-hand side. Rosenblum back across. That ball is tipped out of bounds. All right, ball's going to come. Aaron attempt to keep that ball in, and now we got a little scrum for it on the left-hand side of the field. That's going to be Dolphins ball. And William DeKay picks that one up. Caraides to Doran. Doran to Rosenblum. Rosenblum behind the cage to Altmaier. Altmaier back to Jaycox, and the Dolphins will set up their offense now. Gavin looks to initiate. Splits to his right. Hard bounce shot, and that buries it in the left-hand side of the cage. That's just a good, strong power dodge from a right-handed player. Gavin Doran gets his first of the game. And the Dolphins lead 2-0. All right, so we got William Dickey taking the face-off with Max Lambert and Jackson Keller on the wings, and Benedictine now faces off with I believe it's a different young man. 11 is now. Another face-off. Ooh, they're going to say that William Dickey stepped on the cross there, so that ball is going to go to Benedictine. 22 handles at the top. 2-0, 7 minutes left in the first. Dickey picking up 22. Lambert is picked up on number 8. Jeriel Adejobi picking up number 50. Preston McCollum with a nice little check and a ground ball. Preston leads the Dolphins on a little bit of a fast break here. numbers if they move quickly, and now it settles more into a 4-on-4. Preston getting checked and harassed a little bit there, but he manages to get the ball over to William Dickey. Unfortunately, they're going to call a legal procedure on the Dolphins, and that ball is going to go back over to Benedictine. 24 with the ball, passes it upfield. Benedictine clears. 37 moves it over to number 13. Back to 22 up top. 22 is picked up by Dudley. Mace gives him the business a little bit. Moves the ball over to number 8. 8 handles it. Splits down the right-hand side and moves the ball goal line extended. Ball's at X now with 13. He is picked up by Mason Ehrenzeller. Nice bit of D here by Mason. Stepping out. Staying on his hands pretty good. And 13 moves the ball back up to 25. 35 on the shot clock for Benedictine. 8's with the ball. Splits left, rolls back to his right, and moves the ball one more. 50 back up top to 25. 25 dodging hard to his left. Preston McCollum on the D and stuffed by, so that ball goes in, but we're actually going to call that in the crease. So no goal, and Matt Gross does a nice job of outletting that, but they're going to come on back and make him do that again. A little early on that. So Gross with the ball in the cage. That was it. No goal due to an in the crease violation on Benedictine. Dolphins clear with Dickey. Dickey moves it to Rosenblum. Rosenblum with a sidearm shot. That goes wide, but that's a great possession shot, and Eli Altmaier will enter the ball from X. Altmaier to Jaycox. Jaycox up top to Mason Dudley, and the Dolphins are in the process of substituting. We'll get Dickey off and Total on. Ball's at X with Altmaier, back to Jaycox. Jaycox with a skip pass to A.J. Total, who splits hard to his right. Total moves it to Rosenblum, who quickly moves it to Altmaier. Dolphins possessing and moving the ball well now, and it's a great time. Lambert's dropped that, picks it back up and settles it. Dolphins with 40 on the shot clock. Freshman Total with the ball up top. Total to Dudley. And Mason will look to initiate. Mason splits to his left, back to his right, takes a hard overhand bounce shot. Goalie gets a piece of that. Well, that should reset the shot clock. Dolphins get a fresh 80. Altmaier to Jaycox. Jaycox up top to Dudley. Dudley dodges to his right. Dudley over to Rosenblum. Rosenblum to Altmaier. Altmaier to Jaycox. Skip pass to Dudley, and Dudley takes a rip. And that ball bounces off. 8, fast break, Benedictine. Great defense by Jerry L. Adejobi there to break up that break. Gross picks the ball up, gets the ball to Dudley, and the Dolphins are back on offense. So that was a nice bit of defense from senior Jerry L. Adejobi. Caraides steps in, dodges, throws that ball away. Might have been better suited ripping that with his right hand there. Looked to get a little too deep on that. Number 2 with the ball, getting the business from Chris Jaycox. That ball falls back to the goalie. Goalie throws a nice field, nice clearing pass to 22, and Benedictine on a bit of a fast break, 4-on-3. And that shot is eaten up by Jerry L. Adejobi, and then 25 shoots it up and over the goal. So Benedictine will have the ball at X with number 50. Adejobi ate that shot up with his leg. Let's see how he feels, or his arm. Didn't really see that. Looks like he's coming off. Mason Beers entering the game for Cape Henry, which in itself is just a fantastic thing to be able to say. 50 with the ball at X, and he is being covered by number 22, Mason Ehrenzeller. 50 to 25. 25 attacking the left-hand side of the cage. Hard left-hand dodge. He shoots the ball over the goal. So for those of you watching at home, unless the ball hits the goalie or the goal frame, shot clock does not reset. So Benedictine has 40 seconds to shoot. 50 is moving the ball. He throws up top left to number 23, who passes across to number 1. 1. Strong dodge to his right, steps back and throws the ball back up top to 23. 25 on the shot clock. 23 handles up top, moves the ball down the right-hand wing. That shot goes wide by 50. We got 17 on the shot clock, and Mason Beers picking up the ball. Ball goes to 50. Nice pass inside. That's a great save by Matt Gross. That's a great feed inside to 25, a strong lefty. Matt Gross, one of the better saves I've seen Matt make. Unfortunately, that pass goes up and over, but A.J. Rosenblum in the right spot to clear for the Dolphins. And the Dolphins will take possession. Gavin Doran with the ball at the CHC midfield, and Dudley now with a touch. And the Dolphins will look to possess. Jay Cox to Altmaier to Rosenblum. And Max Lambert now looks to dodge. Splits to his right, and will move the ball one more to A.J. Rosenblum. A.J. handling it X. A.J. moves it over to Altmaier. Altmaier to Jay Cox. Jay Cox skip pass to Lambert and back out to Mason Dudley. Dudley looks to dodge. Splits nicely to his right. Takes a hard bounce shot. I think that scooted wide. Not sure if the goalie touched that. Doesn't look like he did. So Dolphins with 26 on the shot clock, up 2-0 with 1:50 left in the quarter. Ball is with Chris Jaycox on the left-hand side. He passes up top to Mason Dudley. Dudley back to Doran. Doran splits hard to his right. Makes a nice pass to Altmaier at X. Altmaier back to Doran on the wing. Doran skips to Jaycox, who looked to shoot that a little before he got his hands on it. And that is going to be a loose ball push on White. Ball goes to Benedictine. And we got about 1:30 left in the first quarter with the Dolphins leading 2-0. Benedictine clears, and they'll set their offense up. 1:15 left to play. Number 22 has the ball slapped out of his stick, and the ball's on the ground, but number 8 comes up with it. Ball goes inside to number 37. Shot and another save by Macros. Dolphins Mason Beers actually beats the Benedictine player to the end line, getting a possession for the Dolphins. So that's a great save and great hustle by Mason Beers. Dudley controls the ball and clears for the Dolphins. Dolphins have about 1 minute left in the first quarter. Let's see if we can't get ourselves a third goal here. Doran with the ball now on the left-hand wing. And he throws it up top to Karides, who looks to initiate. Neos throws inside to Dickey, who takes a underhand shot that gets scooped. Goalie passes that ball out to 2. Karides giving him the business. But 2 splits 2 guys and now leads a fast break. 4-on-3 Benedictine. 13 takes a bounce shot, eaten up by Matthew Gross. Heck of a quarter by the senior goalie headed to Belmont Abbey next year. 25 on the clock. Ball is thrown inside to strong left-handed player 25 and put another one on the board for Matt Gross, who now with 17 throws a dime to Neos Karides. Karides leads the Dolphins down the field. Karides to Jaycox. Jaycox with a rip. Shot goes above the goal. Dolphins will initiate with 9 left in the first quarter. Rosenblum to bring it in. Rosenblum handles, skip pass. Dickey with a shot and a save. Ball's bouncing around that cage with 1 second left, and that's going to end the first quarter. So we'll end with the Dolphins at the end of one up 2-0 on goals by freshman A.J. Total and junior Gavin Doran. Yeah, we feel good about that? All right, junior Gavin Doran. And a great quarter for a couple senior defenders back there for Cape. Jerry Eladajobi had a really nice go of it. Let's hope he's okay. I know he took a shot off of looks like his arm, and he came off the field. And then arm or wrist, and Matt Gross with 4 or 5 really good saves that quarter. So the Dolphins currently are up 2-0. They're 1-2 on the season. Opened the season with 2 tough games. We had Dolphins opened with perennial state power Richmond Collegiate and lost a hard-nosed battle, and then battled rival Norfolk Academy earlier, which was a great litmus test for the Dolphins. And while they did not win, a lot of positives, and then they bounced back with a big win on Tuesday at Norfolk Collegiate. So. Total and Doran. So big thanks today. One of our filming the game today is senior Judy Apotheker. Judy's been a big part of Cape Henry TV, and so we'll give a shout out to her now that we have announcing. We can cheer for her. Judy has helped us. To be quite honest, without Judy and Victoria Orwe, we might not have been watching a whole lot of Cape sports past couple of years. They've done a great job. This year in particular, when we had limited fans and access to games, they've been a critical part of keeping the sense of community we have. So big thanks.
About the 4-minute mark, there was a sustained offense down here. Just because they shoot at the goal, don't reset unless somebody gives it to you. There was at least one where you were down about 30 and got reset. And coach justifiably came under.
He signaled both.
Huh?
He signaled both of us. I thought I heard that he said. I watched him signal both of us.
Okay. If somebody signaled it, it's not your problem, it's our problem.
It's the far rep over there. He's the one who called it.
All right, so we're going to start the second face-off, as we do here in lacrosse. We got Nico Cruz on the wing and Gavin Doran on the other wing with senior William Dickey at the face-off X. He'll be facing off against number 11 from Benedictine, and they have 15 and 8 on the wing. So 11 looks pretty strong on the face-offs. Won the first few we took, so let's see how the Dolphins do. And the Dolphins will come out with Aaron Zeller, McCullum, and Adejobi on D, and an attack unit with a lot of experience, Rosenblum, Jay Cox, and junior Eli Altmaier. A lot of sticks moving there, but no call. 11 wins that forward to himself, scoops, and leads on a break. Dickey with some nice back checking. Ball goes to 13 and Adejobi, who's back in, so that arm might be all right. Pepper in number 8 with the ball. 8 moves it down the left-hand wing to 13, and then we'll throw it back up to 8, reset the offense. That ball's down. Let's see if Jerry L can come up with that. Great ground ball. Runs through that. Benedictine looking to pick the ball up. Rosenblum with a little pop there, but one seems to handle that. Little scrum at midfield, and the Dolphins are going to come up with it. So that's great riding by Cape Henry to get that ball back. Doing a nice job, despite not winning many faceoffs, doing a nice job of fighting for the ball. And now we got Doran dodging back to his left, puts the ball back to his right hand, and fires a right-handed rip. So that's Gavin Doran showing a little left, stepping back and taking a hard overhand shot with his right hand. Second of the game, that one's unassisted. Unlike hockey and lacrosse, once you dodge, if you catch and shoot off of a pass, that's an assisted goal. But anytime that you dodge, we're going to wipe that assist away. So that's an unassisted look. But credit Adejobi with some nice defense, and then A.J. Rosenblum with a nice ground ball to keep possession for the Dolphins. So here we go. We've got Jackson Keller on the wing and Gavin Doran with Dickey facing off again. And let's see if the Dolphins have a little bit better luck against 11. Not going to happen. He again handles the faceoff, but a great check, and the Dolphins are going to come up with this ground ball. No, let's see. Yep, senior William Dickey with the ground ball. Dickey, we're going to have a flag down. Dickey's getting mugged here. Doran steps in, and he's feeling it now. That's a shot and over the cage, but all right, so we'll see our first man up of the day for Cape Henry. That's 15 on Benedictine with a 30-second hold penalty. Kind of got his stick wrapped around the neck there, and can't do that. So the Dolphins will be a man up for 30 seconds. Man up unit of Jaycox, Dickey, Altmaier, Rosenblum, Doran, and Max Lambert. Ball's initiated. Again, 30-second man up. Altmaier to Rosenblum to Doran as the Dolphins move the ball. Lambert back up top to Rosenblum, and they'll probably initiate this play from up top with AJ. Looks like Altmaier cuts through. Dickey running a little bit of a wheel. Rosenblum turns it around, and Jaycox wide open for a rip. Good save by the goaltender. That'll reset the shot clock. We got about, my guess is about 10 or 12 left in the man up, and Doran initiates, throws it into Lambert. Lambert's limping off the field. Looks like he might have tweaked an existing knee injury. And Karides steps on in. Ball's thrown out of bounds. So apologize for the lack of announcing. There's a little confusion with regards to that penalty releasing. So we're all even now. So that's a penalty kill. All right, so somehow we retain possession of that one. So that's Carides to Rosenblum, Rosenblum to Doran. I must have missed that called that a pass. It must have been a shot. Altmaier dodges around, throws it up top to Rosenblum, who steps it over to Doran. Doran dodges to his right. Doran to Carides, Carides to Altmaier. A little bit of helmet on that, but it's a brush, no call there. Rosie back to Eli. Junior Altmaier handles, looks inside, a little bit of a force there. And that ball is stolen by 8 and hammered across the field to 22. So we got a little 5-on-4. Let's see if Gavin Doran can stem this. And Benedictine does not take advantage of their numbers, puts that ball on the deck, and William Dickey with another ground ball. So Dolphins go D to O, Cruz off, Carides on. And Rosenblum will settle the Dolphins. About 9 minutes left, still 2-0. Jaycox stepping into a gap in the zone. It's a 3-3 zone being played by Benedictine. That's a great inside pass from Carides to Doran, and that unlucky hit the post a little bit. Nate comes up with a ground ball, and let's see if Mason Dudley can chase him down. That ball's going to be out off of number 8, and I believe Mason Dudley will step this ball back on the field. Here he comes. All right. So Dolphins with a lot of sustained offense, just not much to show for it right now. Again, zone defense by Benedictine, and typically in a zone, a lot of little pockets to step in and try to shoot, and the Dolphins have put up a lot of shots, but Benedictine goalie keeping them in there. Carides to Doran. Doran dodges to his left, takes a hard left-handed bounce shot, and that ball is going to stay with the Dolphins. Rosenblum to initiate. All right, here we go. Here we got Mason Dudley on a nice dodge. Beat his man, throws down to Rosenblum, to Eli. Jaycox steps in. Jaycox rips one through there. So that's Chris Jaycox assisted by Eli Altmaier for the Dolphins' fourth. At least from the angle I was looking at, probably got a little bit of a screen there on that goaltender. Chris shot that right around a defender, and really effective shot. And Jaycox gets on the board, and a nice sustained offensive possession from the Dolphins. Dudley initiated that, but handling the ball really well, and the attack unit's moving the ball nicely. So that's a timeout on the field by Benedictine. 4-0 Dolphins. About 8 minutes left in the first half. Boys lacrosse right back in action tomorrow against Hampton Roads Academy. Believe our girls soccer team also will be battling HRA tomorrow at home, and we definitely will be getting that game streamed. And other upcoming home events, the Cape Henry baseball team will be home to perennial state power St. Christopher's Saturday at 11 a.m., and we'll make that one available to you on Cape TV. All right, timeout's over. The Dolphins are going to return to the field defensively the way they came off, with Gross in the cage, Adejobi, Mason Ehrenzeller, and Preston McCollum. And let's see who we got out here right now. Looks like we've got Jackson Keller on the wing with a pole. Looks like we've got sophomore Noah Deno on the wing, and Edward Escalera facing? Edward Escalera facing. Benedictine's going to have 37 take the draw. All right, here we go. 7:56 left in the second. 4-0 Dolphins. Face-off is won by Edward Escalera. Edward moves the ball. And unfortunately, that one flies a little high and wide. So Dolphins win that draw. Throw that one away. So we'll be riding the ball back. Deno, Escalera, and Keller representing our midfield. Let's see if the attack unit, which has got some experience, you've got 2 seniors and a junior out there. Bit of an off ride by the Dolphins, allowing Benedictine to bring the ball into the out of their box, and now it looks like the Dolphins will look to double the ball. AJ rolls 22 back, and let's see if Chris gets in there and gets a shot in. Again, they roll him back, but he's going to be able to clear the ball. Benedictine controls. Escalera giving 22 the business, but a little overplay there, and that leads to Benedictine's first goal. So a little overplay on the outside, and that allowed number 37 to get wide open on the inside. Not much we could ask Macros to do on that one. That one sneaks by, and Benedictine's on the board. 4-1 Dolphins. We're going to have senior William Dickey on this face-off draw with junior Nico Cruz and Neos Karites on the wing. And the cadets will face with number 11 again. So he has won all of his draws today. Strong face-off man, and very interesting to face off with a long stick as well. Gives you a lot of options if you lose the ball. All right, on the face, 11 again with the win. He wins that one nicely forward. Dolphins do a nice job of stemming the fast break, and 25 handles the ball on the left-hand wing, being covered by Preston McCullum. 4-1 Dolphins. Shot, save, Macros. Shot clock will reset on that, and senior Macros really a difference maker right now. Benedictine has had 5 or 6 shots on the cage that Matt has turned away, and I worked with Macros a couple years ago, and I'm happy to say he is vastly improved. Looks excellent right now. Exciting to see. Matthew will continue to play lacrosse next year at Belmont Abbey down in North Carolina, and he's going to battle for a spot. That's a long pass by Gross that actually is thrown away and leads to transition offense by the cadets. 25, strong left-handed player with the ball. All right, so Dolphins control, and that's Adejobi with a hammer pass across the middle to Doran, but the Dolphins are going to settle this, I think. We're 4-on-4, and now we'll get a little 6-on-6 action going, but Dolphins struggle to control that pass. Altmaier comes up with it. Jay Cox with a little screen to free up some space, and we'll reset up top with Karites to Doran. A couple juniors. Gavin looking to step in, but now he moves the ball one more to AJ, who fires it over to Jay Cox. Looks up top to Altmaier, a little space to step in if he wants, but he goes one more to Doran. I'm sorry, to Karites. Karites with a high-to-low right-handed bomb. All right, so we'll go Karites assisted from with an assist from Altmaier on that, and that's Neos' first goal of the game. And the Dolphins lead 5-1. Nice little answer after Benedictine got that goal. Matt Gross with a nice save. Dolphins clear and restore that 4-goal lead. Karites from Altmaier for the 5th, and we're going to trot Edward Escalera back out there for a face-off with Mason Dudley and Jackson Keller on the wings. Escalera won his last draw, and 11, if I'm correct, has won all 5 of his, so here we go. Edward is set. Whistle blows. Again, great clamp by 11. Let's see if he can come up with this. Quick hands, but this is going to be a scrap for the ground ball, and I'll take Mason Dudley with the ground ball. Great win. So one of our first clean face-off controls this game, and Dolphins back on 0, up 5-1. Halfway through the second, and A.J. Rosenblum controls while we get set. Looks like Max Lambert's knee is okay. He's back out there. And Jay Cox to Altmaier, back to Jay Cox. Jay Cox looks to step in, moves it one more to Mason Dudley, and Mason about 8 yards away. Throw back to A.J. Total. And Total back to Dudley, and to the corner and Rosenblum. Rosenblum to Altmaier, Altmaier to Jay Cox. Jay Cox steps in, over to Lambert, Lambert over to Dudley. And Dudley dodges right, moves the ball to Rosenblum, who looks inside, nothing there. Back to Altmaier, who bobbles. Now comes up with the pass. Ooh, they're going to call a trip on that. So Dolphins will be man up here. That ball goes inside. It's a nice idea by Chris Jaycox there, in particular with a flag down. Takes a chance and tries to throw that inside. Dolphins don't control, but they do come up with the ball. Now the ball goes outside, and A.J. Rosenblum takes a sidearm shot. I'm sure coach will let him know low to low is probably not the way to go on that one. All right, the Dolphins are up for a minute. That's a trip on number 5 at the 5:05 mark. And the Dolphins will be man up for a full minute now. 0 for 1 on the man up. Didn't really have a great man up look on that first one, but let's see how we look right now. All right, so 6 on 5 for the Dolphins. Doran to Dickey to Rosenblum. Back over to Rosenblum to Dickey, and back over to Gavin Doran. Doran controls and throws to Altmaier, and the Dolphins start a little bit of a wheel. Doran with a great pass. Nice fake look and threw that down to A.J. A.J. needs to take one more step and get a little higher above GLE, and he'll bury that. But a great look 20 seconds into the man up. Jaycox on the reset to Altmaier. Altmaier up top to Doran, and Doran throws it over to Max Lambert. And here we go. The Dolphins will set up this wheel rotation pretty soon. All right, there we go. We got Gavin throwing it over to Eli, and a lot of action inside, but wide open look for Doran, and he put that where Mama puts the peanut butter. Top shelf. That's Gavin Doran with his 3rd of the game. I don't know. I'll look at the scores table. Should we give an assist on that? What do we think? All right. Shot clock operator says we're going to give that assist. I believe that assist will go from Altmaier with his 3rd assist of the game to Gavin Doran, but a man-up rip by Doran. All right, here we go. Facing off is Dickey. Dolphins lead 6-0, 4:26 left in the second. Penalty is cleared, so we are all even. I'll tell you, the Cadets can face off. Good battle again at the face-off X, and let's see if 37 comes up with this. Dickey battling for it, but the Cadets will take possession of that. Possible procedure there. I'm not sure if we saw that. I didn't think he could come out of the box, but 25 controls. It was released when we scored. Yeah. This guy. All right, here we go. Dolphin ball off of a turnover, and Dickey's going to clear this to midfield, and the Dolphins are going to set up the O again. Playing a ton of offense today, which is great. All right, here we go. Dolphins will possess for a little bit here, I imagine, and we got Karites to Jaycox to Altmaier at X. Altmaier moves the ball. Dolphins moving the ball better this week than they were last. That's a great sign to see. Karites with a bomb. Looking for that same top shelf that Gavin was parked out at. All right, Altmaier will inbound the ball for the Dolphins. Side left to Dickey, and now it's top left with A.J. Rosenblum. A.J. dodges to his left and goes right back to Dickey, who goes behind the cage to Altmaier, and now the ball's up top with Doran. Doran having himself a day. Moves it one more to Rosenblum, and Rosie to Dickey. Dickey to Eli. Let's see if Eli can push up here a little bit. Eli skip pass to Doran. Dancing Gavin Doran. And Jaycox with a rip off the post. That'll get us a reset shot clock, and the Dolphins have a fresh 80 to work with. Real nice shot by Chris, just a little bit unlucky, but nice ball movement. That's how you beat a zone. Stepping into pockets and moving that ball one extra pass. There's a skip pass to Doran. Doran. Here we go. All right, so unforced turnover there for the Dolphins, one of their first of the game. They've played a pretty clean offensive game, but the Cadets are going to attempt to clear. And that's a great little hit by, I shouldn't say little, it's a great hit by Gavin Doran. Just does his job, uses the sideline as his teammate, knocks 2 out of bounds, and the Dolphins right back on offense. So failure to clear by the Cadets, but that's a hustle play by Gavin Doran, sacrificing your body a little bit. Love to see it. Lambert handles. Lambert's bringing the ball behind the cage and goes to Altmaier at X. Lambert clears out. Eli moves the ball back up top to Mason Dudley, and the Dolphins will reset the offense. Dudley to Carides up top. A lot of room for Neos. Neos with a fake shot. Now moves the ball one more. Good skip pass from... Yeah, it's good lacrosse, though. Great skip pass. That was in. Oh, I thought that went in the goal. I'm actually fairly certain that went in the goal. All right, well, the beauty of having this game on YouTube is we'll go back, but I'm fairly certain Eli Altmaier just pinged a corner. But that was a great little skip look from A.J. Rosenblum. Skipped through the ball to Mason Dudley, who had a crank. A Benedictine player ate that ball up, but that ball fell right into Altmaier's stick, and Altmaier let one go, and to the best of my eyesight, that hit the top right corner and came out. But Coach Thompson not making much of a stink about it, so one presumably assumes that I just saw that wrong. We've got lots of action here at Cape today. The girls lacrosse team. I'm looking at goalie extraordinaire, our field hockey and lacrosse goalie. We have to find when she plays basketball next year, then we'll add her to the basketball roster as well. And in the distance, I can hear the baseballs, and soccer team with a tough 3-2 loss to Norfolk Collegiate last night, hoping for another crack at them, but they're back in action tomorrow against HRA. All right. So the Dolphins will have the ball with 76 on the shot clock and about 1:48 left in the half. They lead 6-1. And the ball is going to be initiated on the side right by Max Lambert. It's like they may double Max a little bit. That's interesting. Altmaier up top. Altmaier throws the ball behind to Dickey. Dickey to Lambert, to Gavin, back to Lambert. A little bit of a wheel here, back to Dickey, over to Rosenblum. Rosenblum looks inside and skips, and that just runs off the stick of Max Lambert. So there's a couple seniors trying to maybe do a little too much against that zone. Maybe let the ball do the work there. But they just did connect on a gorgeous skip pass, so. All right, here we go. 22 trying to clear the ball. Jaycox sizing him up. Jaycox and Altmaier look to combine efforts and ride it back, but 22 is going to barrel his way through. And the Cadets, with about 1:15 left, have an offensive possession. A little overplay by Nico Cruz. We may get away with that, though. Ball gets on the deck and picked up by 22, and that's a flag down on Nico Cruz. Ball is tapped down and controlled by Matt Gross. So with 55 left in the half, Nico Cruz is going to get sent to the sin bin for a slash, I believe. All right, so we're waiting for the officials to give us the call here. Okay, so that is a 1-minute slash to the head on number 21, Nico Cruz, and what the ref is indicating there is that regardless of whether they score or not, this is going to be a full minute penalty. Most penalties are cleared after a goal is scored, and that is not the case here. So Benedictine will be man up, 6-on-5. Very interesting. They have a long stick on their man up, which is not something you see every day, and it's a great save by Macros. Outlet pass to Carides. Let's see if the Dolphins can get one here in the last 30. Carides puts the wheels on, scoots up the field. The Dolphins will have a tough decision here. If they hold the ball and the ball is in their stick, we will start the second half without a face-off. Carides loses that. Let's see if AJ can control it with 17 seconds left. Be great if the Dolphins could possess this one. Again, no face-off if you hold the ball. But the Cadets have it with 7, with 6. That ball is in the air. Goaltender is going to run behind the cage, and that's the end of the first half. So, end of the half, 6-1. There will be 5 seconds left in Benedictine's man-up penalty, and Benedictine will start the second half with possession. We won't have a timeout. So we'll take a break here at halftime with the Dolphins ahead 6-1. Stellar defensive half and a great job in the cage by senior Macros in that first half. So we'll let you enjoy the sights and sounds of halftime, and we will be back for a second half. Dolphins up 6-1. Altmaier's winning. Call it 5, and they start with the ball, right? Yeah. Do you want them? Do you want us to count it down for them? Tell them when there's 10, and then go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Charlotte, 5 for 5.
I like that we're down to 7-minute halftimes. That's nice. Man down for... All right, start of the second half. Dolphins are going to be man down for 5 seconds. Benedictine will start with the ball behind their own goal, and they will be man up until the 11:55 mark. Yeah, our scoreboard on our stream we're having a little trouble with, so I'll keep you posted. It's 6-1 right now. Penalties released. We're all even to start the second half, and the Cadets have the ball down 6-1. 8 controls over to a pole, 24. So kind of fun to see a pole playing offense. Not something you see all the time. He throws the ball down the wing to left-handed attackman number 25. Covered by Preston McCollum. McCollum needs to hold there, and he does, and that's a shot up and over the cage. So no reset there, and the Cadets will inbound the ball from X with number 13. 6-1 Dolphins. All right, ball's in, and that ball's thrown up top. Dangerous pass. Doran got a stick on it, but the Dolphins couldn't come up with it, and now it looks like they're going to try to double 50, who sneaks through that. And that ball's up and over, and Aaron Zeller comes up with a great ground ball to Gross. Gross outlets the ball to Carides, and we're off and running. Carides will clear, and the Dolphins will have their first offensive possession of the second half. And okay, long pass from Carides to Dickey. Dickey to AJ. Rosenblum to Altmaier. Altmaier to Jaycock. Steps in and moves it one more, and Carides thinks about it and now decides to go one extra pass. Carides takes a shot, and that's squirrels wide, so we will have Altmaier inbounding, 40 on the shot clock. Altmaier thinks about it. Gavin's going to let one fly. Nope, Doran showing a little restraint there to Dickey. Dickey to AJ. AJ across the back of the cage to Jaycox, who gets it up top to Altmaier, and then back to Doran. Doran to Dickey, and the Dolphins reverse the ball. Oh, now Gavin's going to go, but that's poked. He doesn't realize that. That ball's on the deck. Scooped by 21 and checked away by Jaycox, but Cadets 22 controls, throws back to the goalie. Goaltender has got the ball just above the restraining box, looking for an outlet as Altmaier now looks to jump him. And the goalie is, and that's going to be a failure to clear the ball on the Cadets. All right, so you get 20 seconds to get that ball over midfield, and the Dolphins did a nice job of marking players, and goaltender couldn't find anybody, so the Dolphins will take it back. 10 minutes left in the third quarter, 6-1 Dolphins. Dickey dances in, spins to his left, loses it temporarily, but he's got it all right. He's going to throw the ball down to AJ. AJ behind the cage to Eli. Altmaier to Jaycox. Jaycox steps in and now moves it one more. Ball's up top with Carides, who's looking, and he'll go to Jaycox. Jaycox to Altmaier. Altmaier back to Jaycox. Dolphins control on the left-hand side of that zone. Dickey with a look. Nope. Very unselfish lacrosse right here. Rosenblum handles. Skip pass to Doran. Sorry, to Carides. Carides to Dickey. Dickey to AJ. Skip pass to Carides and a rip high over the goal. Again, AJ doing a nice job of skipping those passes, and that really makes the defense rotate and opens up some shooting lanes. So Altmaier runs through his own player down there, but he's up and moving it with the stick in his left hand, dancing around with 25 on the shot clock. He goes to Doran. Doran skips the ball to Dickey. Dickey dodges initially left to get the ball back to his right. Avoids a check. Rosenblum. Altmaier. Jaycox. Gavin Doran with a rip. And there's a stick save and a beaut by the goalie. Nice shot by Gavin Doran, but a good save. And that ball is thrown away and lost by Benedictine, regained by Benedictine, and we got a scrum for it. Benedictine with 10 seconds left to clear the ball. We're going to see a flag here. They're going to call something on. I believe they're going to call a hit on. So that is a failure to advance, but we're not going to call that. All right. Lots of flags in the field. Let's see what we got going on. All right. Looks like we got 2 flags on the play. So we're going to have Gavin Doran with a 1-minute slash. And we're going to have Eli Altmaier You've got 19 white with a cross check and 5 white with a slash. So the Dolphins are going to go 2 men down. Both penalties will release at the 7:16 mark. All right, so 6-on-4 lacrosse. All right, so what the Dolphins will look to do here is they're going to set up in a box. All right, going to set up in a box. Those penalties will release at 7:15. But the Dolphins will set up in a box and just see if they can burn some time here. So 6-on-4 lacrosse, and Benedictine drops the ball. I might have called interference there, but I'm not the ref. So that's a nice little tip by Nico, and let's see if the Dolphins can grab this ball. So Dolphins, despite being down 2 men, come up with a turnover on a Nico Cruz tip, and I believe they called that over and back. I don't think the ref saw the ball get tipped, but all right. So the Dolphins now will try to kill this penalty. 7, yeah. All right. So Dickey will look to kill some time here, while the Cadets will look to double the ball. So 30 in the penalty. Dickey looking to run away from a few guys. It's now looking like an Indiana Jones movie. He's got being chased by 3 guys. He's running around. Now there's going to be a flag on Benedictine. Rosenblum, but 15 seconds on the penalty, and the Dolphins will be man up when this eventually ends. Got 6 seconds on the penalty, and the Dolphins will have successfully just killed a 2-man down advantage from Benedictine. So penalties are over. We're all even, and we are pending now a Cape Henry man-up opportunity. All right, we got the ball now with Max Lambert. All right, kind of a free possession. Dolphins will get the ball back as soon as the ball touches a Benedictine player, unless we score. So that's Lambert to Jaycox, Jaycox to Rosie. Sorry, that was Jaycox to Dudley, Dudley to Rosenblum. Rosie to Neos Karides up top. Here we go. Short time on that. Jaycox looks to step in. Someone's got to go to the cage. Lambert drops the ball. Karides turns around. All right, so the shot clock violation, but we do have a flag. All right, so that penalty is going to be on number 5 for the Cadets, and that's a 1-minute slashing penalty. That penalty will release at 5:35. Assuming the Dolphins don't get a G here, but the Dolphins will be man up for the 3rd time today. If memory serves me correct, we're 1 for 2 on the man up. Let's just go with that. No one's got a stat book. Who can check me? All right, here we go. Man up Dolphins. Same man up as we've seen. This is Doran to Altmaier. Altmaier to Dickey. Dickey back to Altmaier. Altmaier across the top to Doran, who throws it down to Max, and we get a little motion action going. Ball's in Rosenblum's stick. He passes up top, and Altmaier lets one fly, and that's a shot wide. 58 on the shot clock, which would mean, my math is right, about 32 on the penalty. Lambert steps in. One more to Doran. Doran back to Lambert, and Lambert's going to let that one fly, and that's a shot wide. That ball's going to stay with the Dolphins. A.J. Rosenblum will insert. 48 on the shot clock, which would mean 22 on the penalty. All right, 20 seconds left in the penalty. Ball's behind. Ball now goes to side left, and up top, inside. Great look. Great man up. That penalty is now released, but that is a gorgeous look from A.J. Rosenblum to fellow senior Chris Jaycox. And to be honest, that's how a man up should look. Should be able to get that ball inside and get an easy shot. The Dolphins did just that, increased their lead to 7-1. And that's the best of the 3-man up looks that we've seen from the Dolphins today. 3 real good shots, 2 shots wide, and then a nice inside look from Rosenblum to Jaycox, little senior-to-senior attack action. 7-1. William Dickey, spirited on the sidelines as always. All right. Face off by Edward Escalera, and that's going to be Eddie Escalera coming up with the ground ball. Yes, let's see if we can control possession. Escalera beats 37 down the wing, and Edward does his job, moves the ball to A.J. Rosenblum, and that's exactly what they're asking for Edward Escalera to do this year. Win big face-offs, move the ball. All right, freshman A.J. Total with the rock. Total dodges right, moves the ball down the right-hand side to Rosenblum. Rosie beats his man. Ball's stick in the left hand. Rosie throws a pass up top to Dudley. Dudley to Jay Cox. Max Lambert looking like he wants to shoot, but he's going to go one more to Altmaier. Altmaier to Lambert to Jay Cox. Jay Cox skip pass. A.J. Rosenblum. Tough angle. Tough angle on that one. All right, Dolphin ball. They'll insert the ball from shot clock area, side right. Ball's top right. Skips to top left. Actually, I'm calling it like a goalie. And mine are the opposite sides. Ball skipped around at Lambert. Dudley looking to beat 37, which he does. And he takes a hard shot, but that goes wide. No reset on the shot clock. Haven't hit the cage yet. 18 to shoot. 4:40 in the quarter. 7-1 Dolphins. Third quarter action. Jay Cox handles. Jay Cox to Lambert. Lambert inside. A little bit of a force there. They're looking for A.J. Total. But that's a tough pass to come up with, and that's going to be a turnover. All right. Dolphins looking to ride the ball back. 24 will step the ball on for the Cadets. And he is going to pretty much run through. We'll put his shoulder down and had at A.J. there. A.J.'s given up about 150 pounds. 24, nice play by Jackson Keller to get a stick in the zone. Beats his man, throws a dime. Well done by Jackson Keller right there. Good defense. Jay Cox runs out of trouble. Good screen by Lambert. That's actually interference, though. So I can tell by Coach Thompson's reaction he's not thrilled with that one. That's a silly turnover by the Dolphins. Gives the ball back to the Cadets. So much like basketball, you got to stay completely still when you're screening a guy. Jay Cox bails his teammate out right there by getting the ball back for him. Dolphins lose it. Benedictine loses it. It's getting a little sloppy out there. So it's going to be a loose ball push on 12. It's got to be within 5 yards of the ball to initiate physical contact, and he was a good 7 or 8 away. So the ball will go to the Dolphins. Okay, penalty on the play that I didn't see a flag go down. Apologize. So we've got 19 white on a cross check. Penalty will release at the 2:45 mark for the Dolphins. All right, man up. Benedictine's, let's call it their third man up. Dolphins will have a box with Neoscarides in the middle. 5 on a die, as we like to call it. Aaron Zeller doing a nice job. Ball's at X. Ball goes to 50 on the wing. Up top to 2. Gross calling things out. Wide open crease look. So Dolphins looked a little lost there, man down. So shouldn't be able to throw the ball that easily inside. And the Cadets convert. And I apologize, Cadet fans. I do believe that was 22 who scored the goal. I don't know who assisted. I apologize. I think it's 50-22. And the score is 7-2. All right, Dolphins up 7-2. 3:27 left in the third quarter. Excuse me. All right, face off. Dickey scrapping for it. A heck of an effort. It's not going to come up with this one, but that's a heck of, maybe he is. What a heck of an effort right here. That's a great ground ball. Shouldn't have said a thing. That is just outwilling the other team, and he's still doing it. Flag is down. Dickey draws the penalty. Great job by senior William Dickey right there. That's a whole lot of effort. All right, Dolphins will be man up on the next dead ball. Doran to Altmaier. Altmaier rips one, and 12 comes up with that. These two are scrapping in the corner. All right, couple penalties coming up. Let's hear what we got.
19 wheel. Hey, Gavin.
All right, waiting for the officials here. Three penalties? He called two? All right, 2 penalties on Benedictine. We got 24 on a slash for a minute, 12 on a 30-second push in the back. So 12 will release at 2:33. And the Dolphins will be a 6-on-4 advantage right now for 30 seconds, 6-on-5 for another 30 unless we score a goal here. Dickey to Rosie. Rosie to Lambo. Lambo back to Rosie. Rosie up top to Dickey, who moves the ball one more to Doran. Little wheel action, and that's Altmaier to Doran, who will look to step in, throws it inside. Rosenblum, shot save. All right, so that ball goes off the goalie's head. Nice save by 32. And the Dolphins will reset. We've got 52, 6, 5. 5 seconds and the 30-second penalty. 30-second, 12 is released. Dolphins are a man up. That's a shot in the goal. So that'll clear the second penalty. All right, so the Dolphins are going to score that man-up goal. That's one. They'll score actually right as the first penalty was released. They were still man-up, and that's Altmaier on the extra man goal to put the Dolphins up 8-2, and we're going to be all even with 2:14 left in the third. Edward Escalera is going to take this face-off with Jackson Keller and who's over there? Noah Deno on the wing. 8-2 Dolphins, 2:14 left in the third. Face-off win by Benedictine. 8 possesses and moves the ball down the left-hand side. He's going to be hounded by Escalera. And that's going to go one more to 22. Will be picked up by Jackson Keller. 2 minutes to play in the third. Little flip to number 2, who's picked up by Deno. 50 behind the cage, but that goes off 13 stick. And we're going to go back with a chance to clear the ball. So Mason Ehrenzeller looking to fish that one out. Ehrenzeller is going to hustle over, and the Dolphins going to load up on some short sticks here for clearing purposes. Looks like the first action I see from Will Escalera. We're going to go over his head to Gavin Doran, and I got a feeling we're cleared. Yep. There's the wheels of number 5, a solid 2-sport athlete here at Cape. A heck of a soccer player as well. Gavin to Rosie. Rosie back there with Eli Altmaier, and Eli's going to get back. And Dolphins are going to look to do a little attacking from behind the cage, I believe. All right, Dolphins control. Deno with the ball up top. Escalera to Doran, and Doran's going to take the ball behind and move it one more to Eli Altmaier. Altmaier looks to dodge above GLE. He gets there. Moves it above the goal to Chris Jaycox, who stands and looks. Back to Altmaier. Altmaier with a little slap in his back. Jaycox. Deno. Deno drops, picks up. It's a screen by Jaycox, and Little unnecessary contact there. Jaycox, Rosenblum. Rosenblum looks across the crease. That one's going to get smacked around. 5 on the shot clock, 4 on the shot clock. Got to shoot. Edward Escalera does. That's going to be a shot clock violation on the Dolphins. Getting a little chippy out here. Escalera got popped pretty good right there. All right, Dolphins clearing. 29 left in the quarter, and it's an 8-2 game. 24 with the ball. He goes to his goalie. 32 is going to walk this one up and look for someone to pass to, and he's going to try to go. Rosenblum's going to steal that. Ball's tipped, and they're going to say that's off. They're going to say that's off the Dolphins. Cadet ball, 17 in the quarter, 8-2 Dolphins lead. 8's going to handle for the Cadets. He's moving the ball by himself. He's run through an attackman. He moves the ball up the field, throws a pass to 2, who's dancing around, but McCullum makes a nice play, and with 5 seconds left, they'll turn the ball over. And we're going to throw the ball to Matt Gross, and Matt Gross is going to toss the pill across to AJ. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. So, with 12 minutes to play in the game, start of the fourth, the Dolphins lead 8-2 over the Cadets of Benedictine. As they do at the end of the first and third quarters, the officials pick 2 random sticks, and they do stick checks to ensure that the equipment is legal. So what they're doing right now is they are measuring the overall length of the stick, they'll measure the depth of the pocket, and they'll measure the width of the head of the stick. All of those comply, and both players get their sticks back with no problem, but should one of them have been illegal, the penalties vary from 1 minute to 3 minutes, but it looks like both players will get their sticks back, and there are no stick penalties. All right. Start of the fourth quarter here at Trinder Field at Cape Henry Collegiate Campus. Dolphins in command, 8-2. And the Dolphins are going to come back out on defense with Adejobi, Aaron Zeller, and McCullum. Matt Gross going to stay in the cage. On attack, the Dolphins return their seasoned veteran attack crew of Altmaier, Jaycox, and A.J. Rosenblum. And we'll have Edward Escalera, William Dickey, and Neos Karaides representing our midfield. So Dolphins got 2 short sticks on the wing. And Benedictine counters with number 11. Face-off win for the Dolphins. Karaides. That's going to be a push in the back. So that's a loose ball that's a push in the back with possession. So that's a 30-second penalty for the Dolphins. They'll be man up. Penalty will release at the 11:18 mark for the Cadets unless the Dolphins score in this 30 seconds. All right, Dolphins man up. Rosenblum up top to Altmaier. Over to Dickey. Dickey to Rosie. Rosie to Jaycox. Jaycox to Rosie. Rosie possesses and holds and looks. He throws over to Max Lambert, who takes a bounce shot that goes off the post, which will reset the shot clock. And there are 6 seconds left in the penalty. 3, 2. Penalty is released. Penalty is released. And we're all even. Saved by their goaltender, 32. And he hits the guy who just broke out. So it's an unlucky fast break right there. But here comes Benedictine. 8 steps in on a fast break. Shot wide. That's the fun part of lacrosse. So that penalty released. 8 stepped on the field. As that pass is inside. Great save, Matthew Gross. All right, so I wasn't paying total attention. Benedictine threw that gorgeous inside pass. Little quick stick. Matt Gross up to the task. Matt's been great today. That ball goes from Gross to Dickey. Dickey throws the ball down to AJ, who throws the ball back up top to Doran, who stops, assesses, and rips one. That's a shot high and wide, and the Dolphins will retain possession with 10:33 in the half. All right, Dudley with the ball at X. Dancing. Retains possession and throws to Jaycox. Jaycox takes a hard bounce shot that's saved, so we'll get a reset on the shot clock. And Jaycox comes up with the ground ball as well. It's equivalent of a rebound in your own shot right there. Jaycox takes it behind. Gets the ball to X. Looks to keep coming. Nice little screen by Mason Dudley, and then a throwback to Mason. Mason, skip pass, and that gets tipped. But 50 comes up with that for the Cadets. 50 getting the business from Jeriel Adejobi and Mason Dudley, but somehow he sneaks through there. Nice pass to 13, who can't handle that. And that ball goes out of bounds to the Dolphins. 9:46 left in the game. Dolphins up 8-2 here in the fourth. Gavin Doran with the rock, and Gavin on the one-man clear, and Gavin moves the ball to A.J. Rosenblum, and the Dolphins will set up their offense. Rosie to Doran. Doran across to Jaycox. Jaycox to Dickey. Skip past to Doran, who splits to his right and takes a good, solid, hard shot with his right hand. Ball's controlled by Dickey, back to Dudley. Dudley with a rip. That's a save and a reset of the shot clock. And the Dolphins will have a fresh 80. Benedictine goal. He's had a real nice second half. Made some great saves. Keeping his team within distance to make a little comeback if they've got some O in them. Rosie behind to Eli Altmaier, who moves the ball to the wing and now sets it back up top to Gavin Doran, who throws it across to Mason Dudley. Dudley to Jaycox. Jaycox to a cutting Eli Altmaier. Altmaier with a skip pass that's just a little too much for Doran to handle. And at the 8:46 mark, the Cadets will take possession. Eight's going to inbound. Brings the ball in. Throws it up top to 2, and the Cadets will initiate their offense. Yeah, good call. All right, Cadet ball. 2-8. 8's going to operate from up top. He's being covered by Gavin Doran. 8-25. Strong left-handed player. He's going to take the ball back and look to dodge Preston McCullum one-on-one back here. He's pulling him over to his right, but let's see if he brings the ball back to his strong left hand. Yes, he does. Nice hold by McCullum at GLE. And that's a shot wide. Great closeout defense by Doran. Really nice defense there by Preston McCullum. He's given up some size there and did a nice job of holding 25 at the goal line extended and not giving him that chance to score a goal there. Benedictine ball, 55 on the shot clock. 25 behind with the rock. Looking to dodge hard. He goes inside and now double teamed by Cruz So he's little confusion as to how 25 ended up in the crease. All right, so they're going to give the ball back and say that 25 was pushed by a Dolphin into the crease. So. Adejobi giving him the business, and he puts the ball on the deck. Great play by Jerry L. Adejobi, getting a little bit of the business back here. It's probably a push in the back. Look at that. Call me Mr. Official now. All right, so we got a loose ball push from behind. Jerry L. Adejobi put that ball on the deck and then came up with it. Very nice job for senior Jerry L. Adejobi. Matt Gross with the rock. And we've got the ball cleared with Mason Dudley. So the Dolphins will take an offensive possession here at the 7:30 mark, changing some personnel. But Dudley gets the ball down to Rosenblum, who throws it over to Max Lambert, who steps in at an attack. Lambeau to Jaycox. Jaycox up top to Will Escalera. Will Escalera to Mason Dudley. And now Will Escalera looks to initiate. Splits to his left. Has that taken by 11. But Dudley's going to hustle over and come up with a ground ball, and that's going to be a 30-second push from behind. All right, but the Dolphins are going to possess the ball, but they're going to go man up here. As a pushing behind, but Dudley's athleticism enables him to still hold on to the ball. Dudley to Jaycox. Jaycox, stick save. All right, here we go. Dolphins will be man up for 30. All right, so push with possession at the 6:43 mark. So the Dolphins will be 30 seconds man up. That penalty will release at 6:13. And I promise you, I'm not using a calculator up here. That's just my pure mathematical skill set. All right, man up. Doran, Lambert back to Doran, up top to Rosenblum. Rosenblum across to Altmaier, who throws it down, and now the Dolphins will get the little motion going. Dickey throws to Rosenblum, who looks back and now throws inside to Jaycox. Jaycox looking for that top right corner, but that's a stick save. 4, 3 on the penalty, 2 on the penalty. Penalties released. Penalties released. Can't say it much louder than that. That's a release penalty. All right, Dolphins control. Failure to clear on Benedictine, and William Dickey possesses the rock. He's going to throw it to A.J. Rosenblum, who's going to possess and look up top to Gavin Doran. Doran with the ball top center. Throws it one more to Eli Altmaier, who steps in. Ouch. 24. Nice little scrap by Eli Altmaier to help the Dolphins get the ball back. So had that taken from him, didn't give up on the play. Gavin Doran dancing. He throws it back to Dickey, who lets a bomb go, and that's another save by the Benedictine goalie. He's had a heck of a second half. Cadets possess. Cadets advance the ball over midfield. Adejobi covering 22, who throws the ball, and that ball is dropped but picked up by the Cadets, and that's a shot. Matt Gross down to his knees, and another save from Matt Gross. Gross is going to walk this ball up. And the Dolphins throw that one out of bounds. That's a failure to clear. One of the first times they've done that today. Couple open Dolphins looking to do a little too much with the ball there. Cadets clear. 8 with the rock. And he clears the ball. And the Cadets with 4:50 will have an offensive possession. 2, getting hounded by Adejobi. Now let's see, that ball, Jerry L. forces a bad pass. That's a turnover. Big Jerry L. Adejobi having a nice defensive game today. All right, Preston McCollum, sophomore McCollum picks the ball up, throws it to senior Matt Gross, who throws an outlet to Will Escalera. Let's see if Escalera can save this ball. He can. And he dances and then hot potatoes that baby to Noah Deno. Deno, another two-sport solid soccer player athlete for us, over to A.J. Rosenblum. A.J. with a skip, to Jaycox, and that hits the crossbar, I believe. Yep, it did hit the crossbar, and now the Cadets take possession. 21, rambling up the field. He runs through a couple checks. We're going to call a flag there. Not sure exactly what we're calling, but it would appear that the ref saw a slash. Couple flags down. I think the Dolphins will be 2 men down here. All right, 2 penalties on the Dolphins. We've got Max Lambert on a slash for a minute, and we've got the hack, Mason Beers, on a 30-second push from behind. So Beers' penalty will release at the 3:27 mark, and Lambo's will release at the 2:57. 3:27 and 2:57. 6 on 4. Cadets looking to dodge. 25 with a nice athletic play to get that ball one more. Throws to 8. Ball's with 2. 10 seconds left in the 30-second penalty. Beers. So you got 5 seconds in the first penalty that'll release Mason Beers. Cadet ball. Coach, first penalty. First penalty is released, Coach. All right. First penalty is released, so the Dolphins are now down 1 man. Hey, Coach, the first one's released. Second one is 2:57. Timeout Benedictine. 3:24 in the game, 8-2 Dolphins. We're having a spirited discussion about substituting. Dolphins man down for about 27 seconds. So not a lot of scoring here in the second half. If I remember correctly, we were a 6-1 halftime, so 3 goals in this entire second half. Benedictine goaltender has had a heck of a second half. Matt Gross had a heck of an entire game so far, but Benedictine goalie really doing a really nice job in the second half. This one could have gotten away from the Cadets, and he's kept them in the game. All right, so we're making a goalie change here, and young Jack Tanner Vigil is going to stride out to the cage. And that's going to finish the night for senior Matthew Gross in the goal. So Matthew had a nice game. I would guess about 8-10 saves, but did a nice job clearing the ball. And the young sophomore is going to get a chance to mind the net for the last 3:24. So Dolphins down a man for 27 seconds. Adejobi will pick the ball up. Dolphins are a man down, so we need a man in the penalty box here. Lambert, get in the penalty box. The ball went out of bounds on that side, so it's white ball. Yeah. Okay, a little confusion. We were going to play that last 3 with 2 balls, which would have been cool. All right, we got Deno with the rock. 20 seconds on the penalty. Ten seconds left in the Cape Henry penalty. A little scrum for the ball. The Dolphins now have it with Deno. Penalty is released. And Parker Tiffany is going to get his first action on the field today. Number 35, sophomore Parker Tiffany enters the game, and we're all even. Another nice penalty kill for the Dolphins man-down unit. That ball is thrown inside. I don't know exactly to whom, but the ball is possessed by A.J. Total, who goes over to Dickey. Dickey with a shot and another save by the Benedictine goaltender. Great ground ball by Deno. He was looking inside to Parker Tiffany. Like the look, just not enough on that pass, but that ball is thrown errantly away by Benedictine. And with 2:27 left in the game, the Dolphins up 8-2, and they'll have possession of the rock. All right, a lot of changes on the field. Looks like number 3, Nolan Sharp's got his first action of the game. Someone to my left is going to tell me who number 14 is. Senior William Way's in the game, number 14. All right, and the ball looked thrown into William Way, but he couldn't come up with that one. Total keeps it for the Dolphins, and a nice ground ball by Noah Deno. That one got away from him. All right, Dolphins lose the ball there. Eleven's going to step in. Nolan Sharp's going to try to ride this ball back for the Dolphins. Total, Way, and Sharp. Sharp trying to give 11 the business. He clears the ball, but that ball gets out of bounds. And unforced turnover, and the Dolphins will step on the field with the ball. Nolan Sharp's going to pick up the rock and hand it over to Will Escalera. Escalera with about 2 minutes left here in the game. Escalera over to William Dickey. Dickey operates up top. Dickey to Tiffany. Tiffany gets hit, loses that rock, and Will Escalera is going to hustle back and try to play some D. Ooh, a one-hand whack there, and another one-hand whack, and Escalera puts the ball on the deck. Well done, Will. That's a scramble for the ball, and then Mason Aaron Zeller comes up with it and gives it to Jack Tanner Vigil. Tanner Vigil controls and outlets the ball. Let's see if McCollum can scoop that one up. He can. Runs past his midfielder, who I guess gets his arm out. We're substituting here. About 1:20 left in the game. Benedictine ball. Parker Tiffany razzing the man with the ball. Let's see if we can. Sharpie gets a stick on there. And Jackson Keller will pick up the ball with 1:10 left in the game. 8-2 Dolphins here in the fourth. Ball's at X with 13. 13 moves the ball left to right and throws the ball up top to 50. That ball skips off his stick, and Big Adejobi. Big Jerry with the scoop, and he's moving. Jerry L to Total. Total to William Way inside now. Couldn't be controlled. Looking for the senior attackman. We just couldn't get it in there. Billy Dubbs doing some damage out there. William Way knocking some people around. Jackson Keller comes up, and the Dolphins have 38 seconds left until they even their record at 2-2. Ball's out of bounds with 30 seconds left. Benedictine ball. Number 11 throws the ball upfield. Big Adejobi with another defensive gem. "20 seconds left in this one. Will Escalera dance, and he throws it inside to William Way. And Billy gets hit by 2/3 of the Benedictine team. Ball's behind with 7 seconds left, and the Dolphins will even their record at 2-2 on the season. A coast-to-coast victory for the Dolphins, who scored first and led throughout this game. Dolphins will win this one 8-2. Excellent second half by the Cadets. Coach, it's cached on YouTube, though. It's on our channel if you want to watch it.